NBA Criteria 3 Course Outcomes and Program Outcomes. National Board of Accreditation (NBA) is responsible for the accreditation of higher education institutions in India. NBA is also a full member of Washington Accord. NBA accredits programs and not the institutions. So what is the purpose of NBA? To accredit programs or courses under programs, branches, different branches of education, not the institute of education. If an institution is planning to apply for NBA accreditation for a department, then in criteria 3.1 of self-assessment report, that is SAR, of NBA document, you are explicitly asked to maintain the CO-PO mapping for a minimum of 8 core courses. CO-PO means CO course outcome, PO program outcome. So before applying for NBA accreditation, the concerned department should make sure that their COs are well defined and serves the purpose of outcome-based education, that is OBE. Institutions adopting OBE try to bring changes to the curriculum by dynamically adapting to the requirements of the different stakeholders like students, parents, industrial personnel and recruiters. So what we understand from this, that NBA expects outcome-based education in which curriculum is revised from time to time depending upon the requirement of stakeholders in market. Higher education institutions in India are classified into two categories by NBA, which are the tier 1 institutions. They are IITs, NITs, central universities, state universities or autonomous institutions. Generally, the tier 1 institutions have right to design and revise their curriculum from time to time. Tier 2 institutions are those institutions which are affiliated colleges of universities or boards, so they have to wait for revision of syllabus from the concerned affiliated university. So you should define institution vision and mission, department vision and mission to comply with the tradition, culture and ethos of your institution. So in the NBA, so institution vision mission is required. So what is vision? Vision is a picture of future you seek to create, described in the present tense as if it were happening now. It shows where we want to go and what we will be like when we get there. Institution mission statement defines what an institution is, why the institution exists, its reason for being. It defines what we are here to do together. Department vision, the vision and mission of the department should be correlated with the mission and vision of the institution. So department vision should define the future of department or the expectation of the department. Department mission, a mission statement might include a brief history and philosophy of the academic program, the type of students to be served, the academic environment and the primary focus of the curriculum, faculty roles, outreach to the community and the role of research. So these things should be covered in the mission of the department. So who can be the NBA coordinator? A senior professor from the department who has undergone NBA training should be designated as NBA coordinator. Let us take example of vision and mission of department. So the vision to produce the bright young professionals of mechanical engineering sciences by providing excellent teaching learning facilities with entrepreneurial skills for meeting the societal needs. So this should be the vision of one department from the institute. If the institute vision is to be created, we can say that the vision of statement for one institute is like the institute should create art of excellence environment for the betterment of the engineers or students. The mission of the department to develop professional attitude so that the students may develop and sustain their skills as mechanical engineer, to provide mechanical engineering expertise to industry, government and society, to make good human beings possessing professional ethics, to make responsible citizens with social commitment, to foster research and development attitude, for research and development, to participate in all round development of the region. What is outcome based education? OBE. Institutions adopting OBE try to bring changes to the curriculum by dynamically adapting to the requirements of the different stakeholders like students, parents, industry personnel and recruiters. OBE is all about feedback and outcomes. So how the OBE is designed? So it takes feedbacks and outcomes, from that it improves the education system continuously. 4 levels of outcomes from OBE are program outcomes, course outcomes, program educational objectives, program specific outcomes. Why OBE? Why we should follow OBE? By following OBE, we will get international recognition for the institute as well as students, and global employment opportunities for students. Second, more employable and innovative graduate will with professional and soft skills, social responsibility and ethics will get produced. Better visibility and reputation of the technical institution among stakeholders. So by following OBE, reputation of the institute will get increased. Thereafter, the commitment and involvement of all stakeholders will improve by following OBE. We can enable graduates or students to excel in their profession and accomplish greater heights in their careers. We can prepare the student graduates for the leadership positions and challenging them and making them aware of the opportunities in the technology development. So what is program outcomes? So PO describes what students should know and be able to do at the end of the program. That is PO, program outcome. POs are to be in line with the graduate attributes as specified in the Washington Accord. POs are to be specific, measurable and achievable. NBA has defined 12 POs and you need not define those POs by yourself, and it is common for all the institutions in India. So where the POs are mentioned in the syllabus book given to student, there should be clear mention of the course objective, course outcomes along with COPO, course attribution metric for all the courses. Course is subject, program is department. Course outcomes are the statements of what a student should know, understand and be able to demonstrate after completion of course. What is program educational objectives? Program educational objectives should be defined by the department head in consultation with the faculty members. POs are in promise by the department head to the aspiring students about what they will achieve once they join the program. So what is the difference between objective and outcome? So objective is defined by the instructor or teacher for completion of course, and outcome is measured by the achievement of student. So objective is aim, outcome is output of the course. So first we will look program outcomes, course outcomes, how to form CO statements, mapping of COs with POs, thereafter CO attainment calculations and PO attainment calculations. So the list of program outcomes: first, basic and discipline specific knowledge. The student who is going to complete the program, he should have basic discipline specific knowledge. He should be able to apply knowledge of the subjects which he has learned to solve engineering problems. Thereafter, he should be able to do problem analysis, identify and analyze well-defined engineering problems using codified standard methods. Thereafter, he should be able to design development of solutions. For the technical problems, he should be able to solve the problem by using different methods and processes to meet specified needs. He should be able to use engineering tools, experimentation and testing facility to solve the problem. He should apply modern engineering tools and appropriate techniques to conduct standard test and measurement. Engineering practice for society, sustainability and environment. He should be able to apply appropriate technology in context of society, sustainability, environment and ethical practices. Project management. He should use engineering management principles individually as a team member or a leader to manage projects and effectively communicate about well-defined engineering activities. Lifelong learning, ability to analyze individual needs and engage in navigating the context of technological challenge. After the completion of program, the student should be ready for lifelong learning. Thereafter, what is PSO? Program specific outcomes are statements that describes what the graduates of a specific engineering program should be able to do. So which is the list of PSO? Program specific outcomes varies per program. What is course outcome? As we have discussed earlier, a statement which is specific, measurable and achievable that students should be able to do after receiving instructions on it. What is the difference between course objective and course outcome? The course outcome objective describe what an instructor or teacher aims to do while he is completing the program. For example, this course will expose students to the major design methods of the area. And course outcome, a statement that describes in observable and measurable terms what learner or student is able to do after completion of course. For example, the student will be able to design the armature winding of DC machine or prescribed specification by understanding the basic terminology used for it. How to write course outcome, that is the important. Course outcome or instructional objectives are written with the help of Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is the global language for teacher, so in which in a hierarchical order he can write course outcome or objective. Three major features of a well written course outcome, so the performance component, condition component and criteria component. So Bloom's taxonomy is a hierarchical ordering of cognitive skills that can, among countries countless other uses, help teachers teach and students learn. 6 level of Bloom's taxonomy. First one is remember, second understand, third apply. So by remember he can memorize the lesson, thereafter recall the lessons which he has learned, remember the formulas which are applicable for analysis. Thereafter in the level understand he can understand the organization of the work depending upon given framework. So illustrate the difference between different shapes or summarize the plot of stories. The third level is apply. The example is that he can use the formula to solve a problem, select a design to meet the purpose, reconstruct the passage of a new law through a given government or system. The fourth level is analyze. The example activities are identify the parts of democracy, explain how the steps of scientific process work together, identify why a machine is not working. Fifth level is evaluate. The example are make a judgment regarding ethical dilemma, interpret the significance of a given law of physics, illustrate the relative value of a technological innovation into a specific setting, a tool that helps recover topsoil farming. The sixth level is to create. In that level he can design a new solution to an old problem that honors acknowledge the previous failures, delete the least useful arguments in the persuasive essay, write a poem based on given theme and tone. So here in higher order thinking skills, the levels are shown as remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate and create. The basic characteristics of course outcomes. The course outcomes are action-oriented statements describing what is to be achieved by learner or student. So the course outcomes are related to intended learning outcome. They are specific and measurable. It should not include action verbs like know, define, understand, as they are not measurable and they are concerned with learner or student. So these are the basic characteristics of course outcome. The performance component is that component which describes what the learner or student is expected to do. This is the main intention of outcome. The condition component of the course outcome is which describes actual condition under which the task will occur or to be observed. So it also defines tools, procedures, materials, aids or facility used in performing task. The criteria component is that component which helps to gauge the quality of performance. This component tells the learner or student how much, how often, how well, how will, etc. The example of course outcome: write a customer reply letter with no spelling mistakes by using word processor. So for this statement, the performance component is write a customer reply letter. The criteria component is with no spelling mistake. Condition component is by using word processor. So for practice, we will take an example: copy a table from a spreadsheet into a word processor document within 3 minutes without reference to the manual. So which is the condition component in this statement? What will be given to student? That is copy a table from spreadsheet. Then performance component is what they have to perform. They have to perform copying table from spreadsheet into a word processor. And criteria component is up to what level they have to perform. They have to perform within 3 minutes without reference to the manual. So in this way, the problem statement can be divided into different components. Outcomes are measurable but not achievable within the course. So for example, evaluate the circuits. Students able to solve differential equation. So we can compute different parameters like surface potential related to EM wave problems using numerical methods. Outline of power electronic, recognize its advantages and disadvantages over conventional system. Classify various power semiconductor switches like power diode, power MOSFET, IGBT, UGT, SCR, GTO, TRIAC, DIAC. Study their operation. Design the firing circuits. Choose appropriate switches for various applications. So these are such outcomes which are measurable but they are not specific. To introduce about optimum design and use optimization needs to design mechanical components. So optimum design is a measurable outcome but it is not specific for design of mechanical components. There are other tools also. Describe the fundamental concept of software quality management. The course outcomes are given by some numbers and letters. For example, C1 17001. In this indicative course number, the course C is of computer department, 1 is the semester, 17001 is subject code. Similarly, C6 17612 is 6 semester course number. Okay, alphabet C indicate course and followed by semester number and then the course code given by board or university in the respective semester of study. In this way, we can define the course outcome by letter and numbers. So we will take an example of basic chemistry. So here the course outcomes for this subject are mentioned. So in the left column we have defined the outcomes as C1 17103.1.2.3.4. So these are the 4 outcomes. So first outcome is apply the knowledge of electronic arrangement of different elements, valence electron and valency in the formation of various molecules. The second outcome is apply mechanism of electrolysis in engineering application. Third outcome is select relevant metallurgical process related to industrial application. Fourth outcome is use relevant non-metallic material for engineering applications. So these can be the course outcomes for the subject basic chemistry. If we take the example of thermal engineering, so these are the 6 course outcomes. So first one is define fundamental concept of thermodynamics and apply first and second law of thermodynamics to various thermodynamic devices. Second one, state ideal gas laws represent various ideal gas processes on PVTS diagram. Third, state the concept of steam generation and explain construction and working of different types of boilers and function of mountings and accessories. Likewise, different course outcomes are defined. Thereafter, next important part is COPO matrices of course related to 3.1.1. So here again we have taken the same subject. In the left column we have mentioned the course outcomes and they are compared with POs. So the correlation level 1, 2, 3. 1 is slight correlation, 2 is moderate correlation, and 3 is high correlation. So we have to compare the CO with PO and we have to give number for the correlation level 1, 2, 3. If they are not correlate CO and PO, we can dash that cell. After that table, in the second last row we have made total of the correlations and average correlation level we have calculated in the last row. How we can make the course outcomes comparison with Bloom taxonomy level as shown in this table. The course outcome number are given in the left column, thereafter course outcomes are mentioned in the second column. So Bloom taxonomy levels are defined thereafter and L1, L2. So the first CO is about the for this particular subject theory of machines. First CO is identify various links in popular mechanism. So this is related to remembering and understanding only, that's why level 1 and level 2 is applicable to this. Second one, select suitable mechanism for various applications. This is related to understanding and applying of the subject, so that is level 2. Level 3, third one, interpret the motion of cams and followers. It is again related to analyze and evaluation of the CO. So L4, L5. So likewise we can compare the CO with Bloom's taxonomy. Thereafter mapping of CO with POs for this. If we map the CO with POs, so in the left column we have written the subject code 22438.1, so that is the first CO. Then in the next row, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, likewise all COs are mentioned in the first column, and thereafter in the next subsequent columns PO1, PO2, PO3, PO4 statements. So we have checked their correlation as 1, 2, 3, slight, medium, high correlation, and by comparing we have written the numbers 1, 2, 3. So in this way we can correlate CO with POs. So which are the POs for this particular subject? Then pre-preparation, course competence, breadth, professionalism, learning environment. So these are the POs. Okay, so what preparation does to prepare students with strong foundation in mathematical, scientific and engineering fundamentals that will enable them to have a successful career in core mechanical and interdisciplinary industries. Core competence is to prepare students for rapid technological change with core mechanical engineering domain knowledge. So breadth, to enable students to develop their knowledge and skills along the range of disciplines. Professionalism, to prepare students for soft skills with good communication, ethical values and ability to work in team. Learning environment, to prepare students to strengthen their knowledge and skills through self-learning abilities throughout their professional career as well as to pursue higher. Similarly, we can correlate CO with PSO. We can write average correlation level in the last column. Similarly, we can write the COPO mapping for the program level. All subjects are of 1 year or of department we can write. So this is the example of all subject in first year which are mapped along with different POs. So CO PO mapping table is shown here for semester 4 and semester 5. Thereafter, CO PSO matrix of all courses including first year courses. So previously we have done for one course. Here for all courses of one semester we can make a combined table of CO PSO mapping. The subjects which are indicated in red, they have less performance than the expected correlation level. Thereafter, attainment of course outcomes that we will take in the next presentation.